No, it was me. I forgot to turn my microphone on. Forgetful Lucy. So, as I was saying, this is Glaze On, and it's use it as a protective layer between multiple colors of StazOn inks to avoid blending of colors. Great for use on non-porous surfaces for collage transfers and more. I want to try this, and then I've got the Pico Embellisher. Hopefully you've got sound now. Sorry about that. No, I forgot to turn on my microphone. That would be me. And I've got these two, this from the new release, Love from Lizzie, and this from an older release. But I really like the way these little stars are. I like hanging stuff. And then I've got a stipple brush. This is also from Imagine Crafts. And I want to show you how that works. And then I've got this stencil, which is a Stamperia stencil. And so I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to combine the things, but I intend to. And then I've got these sort of iridescent little diamond shapes. Good. Glad you hear me now. Yay! That's totally me. I forgot to post things today. I'm just a space cadet today. Probably because I've been awake since 2:30 this morning. And I've been recording videos. So let's get the stipple brush out. And I already know how these work because I've played with them, but I just got these. And they're let me see, what are they made of? Premium bristles. It doesn't say. But they're premium, whatever it is. At TJ. So wanna make a bat. I don't know. I think I want to do a flat card. So I think I want to do stamping. I think I want to do a background. Um, so I think I'll start with my stamping and then create a mask for this little gal. Hi, Chow. On the heating pad. Are you still cold? You were cold last night too. Well, I was cold, but that's because my air conditioner is on and it makes me cold. But I can't hardly breathe without it. It's so muggy here. So let's get this. Let's see. I think I'm going to use Simon Hurley ink. So I'm going to pull a piece of Stark White cardstock and get my little unicorn girl out, and then I'll just color these after the fact, and I'm not sure what I'll color them with yet. How do I want this? I think I want this to go landscape because I want to do a little cloud as well. Ooh, 100 is no bueno. No. I think it's only about 70 something here. It wasn't as hot as it's been, but um that doesn't keep it from being too hot upstairs. So we've got this little cloud. I'll just kind of position them on here how I think I might want them. And then I'll work my background around it. I didn't know what I was going to do today. I didn't even know for sure if I was going to come live. I'm just a space cadet. Okay, let's stamp those with Stellar. Love this ink, you guys. I bought one of those things from Blue Knight Rubber Stamps, though, because this is so thin across here. I keep getting my fingers in it. Yeah, I'd much rather be cold, too. Hi, Nima. Welcome. Okay, now I'm going to do my masking. So I want to make my masks. I'm going to do my favorite method so that they're long lasting. I'm going to take and cut a piece of this. This is just Cricut transfer paper. I can never get these rolled back up tight. You know, the centers always flop out and stuff, and I just don't feel like taking the time to completely roll it again. Dressing gown in English. Oh, I see. Okay. Well, I think some people just call it a bathrobe. Uh, okay. I'm cutting that in half. I'm going to lay this on here. Get it stuck here. I'm going to grab a little piece of tape here. I want to make sure it kind of stays flat-ish, flat adjacent. Let's see. I think I could probably get a magnet over here. And I do like to stamp those down with archival. Yeah. Archival or stays on. Stays on dries really fast. That's what I like about it. Okay. Good enough. Then I'll take my second piece, peel back the liner, and I try and match it up, but I generally can't get it perfect. Magnet out of there. So now I've got a perfectly stable piece that I can cut. Let me clean those real quick. Want to kind of burnish that. Ugh, stuff sticking to me everywhere. Hi, Linda. Hi, Michelle. I've been dying to play with this little girl, so. Okay. Those nice and clean. Well, I got the Archie Sugar song stuck in my head. I know you guys know the one I'm talking about. I'm not going to sing it. I don't want to get in trouble. You have no idea what I'm doing, so it's going to be fun. I like that. So what I've done here is I've made a mask. I've made 2 masks. Now I'm going to cut them out and mask these off because I want to do a background. And the way I do it is on Cricut transfer paper. And you'll see why I like using this so much. First of all, it's super easy to cut, and you can get into those tiny little spaces that normally you would have to worry about accidentally chopping off because they bend. This is plastic, it doesn't. And I have a few. In fact, I have in one of my quickie videos shows 3 ways of masking. I haven't done masking in a long time though. And I'm just cutting inside the black line. Best I can, you know, nobody's perfect. Oh, I made a video today and I accidentally said that I made my um my mat. Well, I did make it. I cut it out from something else, but I couldn't figure out the word to say. So I said that, and somebody's like, "How did you make your own mat?" I'm like, "Oh gosh, oops." Yeah, words are hard. Get her little, see these little itty bitty, let me get you up close. This little itty bitty part of this dress is no problem. It's no match for my masking paper that I make here. And I didn't make the paper, I just invented the idea. And you see when we come to that little horn, how easily it cuts out without me worrying about bending it. Okay. Okay, and then I just take the backing paper off. I get my nail in between it. I can see right through it now. And I can stick it down, match up all the lines. Oops, I didn't get you over there quite right. I can see, not unless I have my face right in it, friends. There we go. We got a little bit on the outside edge, but that'll be fine. Hi, Elizabeth. Ah. Got you going, Dawn. I knew that would happen. Oh, stop it. It's playing in my head and I keep wanting to sing it out and I'm not going to. I'm not. Somebody start a new song, please. Yeah, she was live earlier. The honey honey. Can't pass on that honey honey. I know why, because I was posting on Instagram and I am so dumb when it comes to posting on Instagram. Like, I'll go to post something and it'll want to post a reel because that's the last thing I posted. And I don't even notice it until it starts making all these weird suggestions. I'm like, no, dude, I just want to make a post. Oh boy, social media, yeah. Okay, we've got our cloud. And I save these backers because I can put them right back on the backers, but usually I just stick them to the packaging. And these can be used over and over and over and over and over again. And no ink is going to leak through because they're plastic. Oops, I accidentally chopped off a piece of that cloud. Oh well, no biggie. Oh, those chicken banana things. Oh, that drives me nuts. But yeah. Okay, so first I want to add color. And let me think about, she's standing in, I think I'm going to have her standing in grass. And so I want to show you, I'm going to work with this stippling brush here. And I'm going to grab, since this is kind of more going to be more of a nighttime scene, I'm going to use a darker green. Oh, she had it. And all this does is make tiny little, and I'll hold it up close so you can see it as soon as I get done. Tiny little stipples. And so I just want to stipple basically the very top, and then I'm going to do ink blending up to there. So at that point, I will use my blending tool. And that's just going to kind of give it that sort of dreamy look. This is one of Simon Hurley's new colors. It's called Four. Four. So it's got a dreamy look to it where I stippled. Okay. Clean that. Clean it. You guys know I forget that I have ink because it's a black mat. Oh, if any of you have been to my group or Elizabeth's group today, I did make a color wheel for Simon Hurley's inks. So if I pull this green, I've got 4 right here. I can use next to it any one of these. If I want to go complementary, or I can use any one of these or these if I want to go split complementary, or excuse me, triadic. I can go any 2 of those if I want to go split complementary, and then I can do any 3 if I want to do triadic. So looking at this, it looks like I can get the closest to it. I think I'm going to do Breakup Blue. I'm going to start with Breakup Blue. So I'm going to go with the Analogous. And then I'm going to come and get darker from there. I feel like I have one in my crazy number of paintbrushes. Oh, a stippling brush. I don't know what you're saying. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so let's get, where are you? Let's get Breakup Blue and start with the Breakup Blue here, and then just kind of work our way up. And I'm not asking for this to be perfect by any means, because I'm going to stencil over it too. So I am cleaning off my brush though, because I'm sure I've used a darker blue on it. And I want to come in with a light blue. And I'm just going to kind of just softly blend this in to the 4, like so. Need a scrap to tap off on here. Because I want to keep it nice and soft. This color, this Breakup Blue, can get as dark as blue jeans if you just keep layering on. Jay, did you just buy the new colors or did you buy all the colors? Yes, these are the Trinity blenders, because I only have 3 for my Simon Hurley that Simon sent me, and I don't have that color in it. And so I'm going to come in with my stippling brush again. I'm just going to kind of clean it off here. And I'm going to come back in and just kind of combine these 2 colors just by stippling it on. I really need to ink that, don't I? It's super subtle, friends, but you'll see. So here we are so far with our colors. Now that I've done the Breakup Blue, I can stick within the cool ranges and I'll be just fine. So I think I'm going to go, I'm not coming with the High Tide, even though it's probably my new favorite Simon Hurley color. If I go to Breakup Blue, I definitely don't want the oranges, so I can go either way here. I think I'll do Remember Me. It's one of my favorites, and I kind of got the feeling last time I saw Simon somewhere that this might be one that gets nixed. Hi, Jana. Oh, you bought the 12-pack of foam pads. Yes, it would. And these are fabulous with paint. I know because I played with it. And I think that's really what they're made for. So now I'm just coming in with a little bit darker of a shade. And it's a little bit more towards the teal side. Because I want to eventually get up to pretty dark. I really want 100% juice in there, so there's where I'm going next. Now these for sure you have to tap off. Or you're going to get a huge concentration, maybe where you didn't want a huge concentration. And I'm going to start off my paper and work my way in. So we got kind of a sunsetty sky. Hi, Diane. Oh, the little tin pots, the little silver ones, Dawn. Can you use them with paint? Just wash them off when you're done. These things don't stipple like this brush. This is much stiffer and it's got a very flat head. These have a little bit of a rounded head, but the bristles look almost identical. Okay, let's come in with, I think I'm going to come in with Midnight Snack here. And what did I just now do with, oh my gosh, I am the biggest space cadet. You guys, I just had a tap off paper and I just don't have one now. Okay, I'll just grab another one here. Glad I keep my scraps. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I really like doing stuff like that and sharing it with friends. I wouldn't sell it because, you know, the only thing that's mine is the, you know, the work. The inks are Simon's. The colors that I chose, these I swatched myself, but the colors that I chose for the colored version of it are from Ranger's website, and I don't think they're true to match at all. I didn't print that one out, so I couldn't show it to you how they differ. So there we've got kind of a little fantasy sky going on. Now I want a stencil on here. I just have to decide how. What I actually want to do. Actually, I want to. I bought that mess. I love that stencil too. Oh, it's on my color wheel. Thank you. I was talking to a friend the other day and she was saying, sometimes I just want to yell at you. I want to tap on the screen and go, it's right there. Okay, so I'm going to grab one of my sticky mats, and this is just an old stamp. It's not a fancy sticky mat. I have fancy ones. Yes, I do. But I don't need to use them. And I'm not even going to take this stencil off its wrapper. Hopefully it'll stick. Come on, stick. I don't want to work too hard. Okay. So I'm going to start with the Midnight Snack and just use the same brush. And grab my tap off. I'm just going to come in a little bit darker. Yeah, I got this from who was it going out of business? One Life, only One Life Creations. Yeah, and they had lots of stuff on clearance, including this. I got a lot of neat papers. Sampria papers. I love their papers. Okay, and then let's get the Remember Me. Okay, what did I do with the tea leaf brush? And then I'm not going to do it to the grass. I'm just doing it to the sky. All right, guys, hold your breath. Well, that looks trippy. They disappear right out of your hands. I know. You bought one of the blending buddies to try? You won't be sorry. You're going to love it. So now I can decide whether I want to unmask this or if I want to add some splatter first. But before I do anything, I'm going to wipe off my little masks so that if I decide to do something else, I don't spread that ink everywhere. And I think I do want to do some splattering on here. But how? What splatter do I want to do? I want to do something shiny. No, not now, because I think I might do some, let's take our masks off and color up the stuff. Okay, tweezers. Thank you, Crystal. And I'll just slip this right back onto the paper. Oh, I had a little leak there, but it didn't leak. I just actually didn't quite get it cut out properly. We'll set those aside because I might need them again, but see how they already kind of stand out from the background. And let's see here. I think I'm going to, now I'm trying to decide how I want to color this. Since I'm pretty much in the cool range, I think I want to keep it cool. I could warm her up. Let's do, I think I'll paint. So I'm gonna grab my mat that I made. No, I didn't actually make the mat. I just cut it out from something else. And it's way too big, so I'm just gonna trim it off right now and make two mats. There we go. Oh my goodness. I I am a very patient person, Diane. You know what? I think I want to. Okay, you guys are gonna really think I'm nuts here, but I am. I've got this little word stamped. And I want to use something water resistant, so I'll use VersaFine Clair. Let's grab not shut up. Strawberry. Not strawberry. I'm gonna stay in the cool range. Let's grab Arctic. I don't want to get it in her hair though, so let me grab, oh, guess a paper towel. Come here, you. Okay. Okay, and then that's all. That's all I'm gonna do. Get that a second to dry, and we'll do her hair. I think I want to do. So I decided I'm gonna paint. So let me do this first. Let me get some water in my little thingy. Okay, you can roll over there. You can roll if you want to. You can roll your chair around. Am I allowed to do that? And if it don't roll, then you better clean the wheels. Okay. What was I thinking? Oh yeah, I was gonna do her hair. Let me grab a little brush. Where's my little brush? It's probably in the bathroom sink. Oh, here's the one. Okay. It's not clean either. Glad I got out a paper towel already. I think I want to do. Let's do orange. Since Jay likes Guppy. I'm just going to put a little bit down on the pad. I'm going to knock things everywhere. Grab some Guppy. And I'm not going to wet the paper first. I'm just going to let it go in. And I forgot that I did this in the. I have to be more careful because I did this in the Stellar ink, which is water reactive. So it's going to bleed out a little bit. I forgot. I'm a ding dong. I didn't think about it because I wasn't sure in the beginning how I was going to do this. Okay, and then I'm going to go in with I'm looking for it. I'm looking for Over the Moon. There you are. Another one of my favorites that I pray doesn't get discontinued. I mean, I know that, I can make my own if I have the re-inkers already. And that's not working out. I'm not thrilled. I may have to stamp her out and put her back on because she's not. My black ink is bleeding into there and I don't like it. Although I guess I could use it to my advantage. Let's see. And I'm going to use alcohol markers on the rest of it because I can see that's a problem. Okay, let's go alcohol markers. Sorry about that. I'm just going to pull out what's already in my bucket here. I'll let that dry for a minute and then see if I can fix it. Okay, let's go. Now I'm just winging it, friends. Who knows how this is going to end up. R120, R110. Okay, it doesn't seem to be bothering my VersaFine Clair. Let's do. No, too brown. Too brown. Let's look at R2. It's pretty red, more red than I want. Let's try lipstick. And these are just ones no, that's too brown too. These are just ones I didn't put away from last time I was coloring something. Let's go with the light pink. Why not? I'm just winging it here. Winging it, friends. I'm not looking to get perfect marker blending or anything. In fact, I'm looking to get imperfect. In fact, I think I want to, let's see here. What can I throw in here just to throw a monkey wrench in? I like monkey wrenches. Oh, tap it with my tissue. Yeah, good idea. It's too late though. Too late. Now I'm just adding patches of color here. Because she's got a crazy dress. A little turquoise here. Going on her sleeve, a little going on her collar. And then we will throw pink all over the top of that. No, that's orange. I want pink. See, it won't bleed on the with the alcohol markers. It's only bleeding with the, you know, other water. Because T was not paying attention. Somebody needs to get more sleep around here. And I know exactly what I'm going to do to fix her hair. I have. Okay, where are you? There you are. I have gel pens. So, let's see. I have gold. And is that gold? Yeah. I have copper. Let's see what happens. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry it's so cold. That's kind of a bummer, man, considering summer's right around the corner. So I'm just using my pens here to fill in this hot mess. And any place they go over, I'll just go back over with a black pen. I always forget to pull out my gel pens, you guys. They are working out lovely. Hair problem fixed. There. 40s tonight. I would love that. Oh my gosh, you guys. I want your cold weather. Okay, so you can see here that with my gel pens, I kind of went outside the lines because you can't get them that thin, or these ones don't come that thin. So I'm going to have to fix those once I know that the gel pen's completely dry. So let's continue to work on her. And I need, let's do Y1 here for her little moon. And let's see here. I think I'll do R18 and R19 for her skin. I almost want to change up her eyes though. Like I want to add eyes, but the little dots will be fine. Yeah, it is kind of like tie-dye, isn't it, Jay? These colors are so close that they're almost the same color. Okay, now her little unicorn hat. I'm not done. I'm not done by any means with her. Let's come in. And guess what, friends? I find my Cricut pen works 10 times better than these pens. So I said what I said. I keep putting them in my cart for Michael's to get more because, and I have a ton of Cricut pens because that's what I did before I was making cards. But I don't have a ton of black ones. But I just really feel like these work way better. So I'm just kind of going over my gel pen here. So I get the line work back that was in the original stamp. Not too worried about the hair around her head. Googly eyes. No, go on. I want some blueberry pancakes. Yes, that sounds good. Okay. So far, I'm not in love here. So just to let you know, I'm feeling uncomfortable. Uncomfortable with this. Let's see if I can do something to make myself comfortable. Let's grab my jelly pen. Okay, those are all 8s. Where's my number 10? Let's add some polka dots. Because polka dots fix everything. Okay, I've got some white ones and I want some black ones. Littler ones. There, I feel much better about the dress. So, checking to see if this is dry. I do want to add a little bit of shading back behind her, but I still not sure what I want to do with the hat here. I think I'm going to go in with the turquoise for the hat. So I like to go with the BG4 first. No, the BG68, excuse me. Which one? I never remember which one's lighter. Let's swatch them real quick. Okay, that's BG68. Okay, I'm going to go in with the BG4 first. And typically I don't care to color on camera because I get quiet. Trying to be focused and stuff. So I'm not mad at Simon's paper as far as coloring with alcohol ink so far. It doesn't blend as good as others, but it does just fine. And the Stellar ink is fabulous. Okay. Then we're going to come in with the, what did I do with the BG68 right here? Just kind of get the sides and around these ears here a little bit. Okay. Shading going on around that horn. And then I'm going to do the G326. And that's my kind of go-to combination for getting turquoise. Super light around the horn. Oh, yeah. See, that's the thing. In the summertime, we can't bake bread here because, you know, we only have window units and they will not keep up with this oven. Get the little inside of the ears with this light prawn. And a horn. See, I feel like the horn needs to be gold. But I don't feel like this is a good gold. Let me see if I have a better gold. Yes, I do. That's kind of a pearl, but it'll work. Yeah, it's pretty. I think I want to put some of that in her hair too. Little moon child. Except for there's no moon here. Go away, little gnat. You see that gnat flying around? Somebody come kill it. It's very hard to put gel pen over gel pen, just so you know. You have to go super, super light-handed. Okay. Here we are so far. Do I have an actual unicorn that could be flying on a wobbler? I don't know. Do I? I don't think so. The only unicorn I have doesn't really kind of go with the aesthetic of this because he's over here and fix that right there. I know it might end up looking weird, but I don't care. He's just the wrong aesthetic. Let's get some color on the skin there. Okay. Still not happy with the dress. Oh, we got to do the stockings. Okay. Stockings, I think I'm going to go back in with just a single color, and I think I'll use the BG68. Pat normally makes the chili. If I let Mike make chili, there's no way in the world I could eat it. No way. And then I need something here to just kind of tone down that white without really changing it up too much. That'll work. So got my little girl done. Cloud, I believe. Not sure what I want to do with that cloud. I know I don't want it to stay white. So I think I will go with the BG 68 here and just kind of do some little outlines. And then blend that out with my colorless blender. Just so it's got a little bit of color to it. And that may have been a little on the dark side, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine, just fine. I may have to come over it a couple of times because this isn't really alcohol marker friendly paper. So sometimes you gotta really saturate it and hope it doesn't pill on you. I'm glad you guys are chatting amongst yourselves because I'm a terrible host right now. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna find my lightest pink. Gonna bring that pink in. I mean, if we're doing crazy unicorns, we might as well go crazy here. I may end up just not loving this. And it's okay. You can do something and not love it. It's definitely vibrant. See that it blends out even more as you go over it again, the colorless blender, and it will dry clear other than where it's blending. And then I'll show you a trick that I do when I'm not happy with my blend, but I have to wait for it to dry. So this is what my white pencil is for, but right now I'm going to grab my black pencil, this one right here, and I'm going to create some shading here, and very lightly with my pencil just come along this side because the moon and the light is going to be over there. I don't have a moon yet. I'm going to have to make a moon. But I want some shadows around. That's also going to just kind of give her a little bit of lift. And she needs kind of a shady place to stand. Mostly back behind her this way. And now my brush. You guys see where my brush went? Everything in one pile here. And I forgot that I'm working on top of water-based ink. So again, screwed myself up. I just need to go to bed. Just go to bed, T. Quit screwing around and go to bed. It's just making weird watermarks. And so in order to kind of remediate that, I'll just get the whole doggone thing wet and act like I meant to do that. Isn't that what you do? And so because of that, I'm not going to try and blend out those shadows there. Yuck. I'll probably cover that with some green. Ew, that kind of looks cool how it comes up like that, though. I like that. I'm not mad. Not mad at all. Kind of like it. Kind of like those watermarks there. Don't love it down here, but that's okay. So I'm going to take my blending stump and try and blend it out just with my blending stump. Yeah, I love to grab everything. That's for sure. And this will work just fine. This is what I like about these pencils. This is working just great. I don't know why I didn't think about that before. Because, like I said, I'm a space cadet who needs more sleep. So that kind of helps her. It almost looked like she's, you know, I stuck her on there. So we'll add some more shading. Where's my pencil? And I'm just going to come around the hair here. Very, very super light hand. And we need a sharper blending stump. That's okay. And anywhere where I think there should be shading on here, that's how I'm going to add it versus trying to do it with my markers. Since I'm going for an artsy look here, not going for realism at all. You can roll if you want to. Stop. I sing that song in the bathroom, but you can guess the word, I fill it in. Sorry, guys. I'm getting rummy here. Try and make this top of the horn stand out a little bit more. A little bit more around the ear. Oh, interesting. Just kind of reading the story here about sourdough. Okay, so this is dry. I'm going to grab my, I think I'm going to grab my, yes, pencil. And I'm just going to come in here and just kind of blend this out. Just the white pencil. Friends, I'm not a professional artist. I just like doing it and just play around. And so don't ever let yourself, you know, give a technique or, you know, the way to hold your brush or, you know, what medium to use where. I have no idea. I just play around until I'm happy. I do not know the technical details. So see how that white pencil just softened this all out because I didn't like it. Much softer. Let's get a little bit of extra light going here. A little bit of extra light going right here. A little bit of extra light here on the dress on this side only. And hair. Okay, so this is a trip. I kind of am cool with it, but I do want to fix where it's all black and funky there. So I'm gonna find my mask here in this mask. Let's get these moved over here because I see her. I'm just gonna lay the mask down right back on top of her. I'm not worried about the top, I'm just worried about the bottom right here. And then I'm gonna grab a smaller brush. Where's my green brush? Oh, it's still out. Okay. Still out from when I was watching earlier. I'm going to grab my 4. And I'm just going to start fixing all that funky black area. Okay, much better. That's much darker too, which is kind of what I want because it's supposed to be nighttime. I don't really want a super bright green. I want a nighttime green. But I kind of want to keep those water spots too because they look cool. Oops, my paper's pretty wet right there. Better be careful. I'm going to bunk it up. And then let's stipple that. So she's got, oh no, I got a drip of water right there. Figures. Yeah, it does look thick and bushy, doesn't it? You're right. So now I'm going to, where are the stamps? Here we are. I'm not sure how I want these hanging, but I do want them hanging. And see, what I was hoping to do was emboss these, but I don't think I'm going to be able to because I don't have enough time for this to dry. So I'm just going to have them hang right over the cloud. No, maybe in a couple of spots. Okay, everybody move over. Where is my stamp platform? There it is. Hi, Irma. Oh man, I'm way behind with chat. She's saying to tap off the water quickly, but that was 5 minutes ago. What feels like 5 minutes. I really, really want these to be gold. So you know what I'm gonna do? Yes, what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna find my gold ink. I want just the right one though. All right, hang tight, friends. Gotta grab a box that I don't have handy. Where are you? Sit. Well, that's brilliant. I don't know where I put it. Oh, here it is. Yeah, okay. I'm going to grab this big old box and I'm going to grab let's try this Delicata copper. Oops, I knew I was going to bump my hair. That's not what I was looking for. I was looking for my big thing of gold, but I have them all together hiding somewhere. Okay, there's Versamark. Oh, wait a minute. Here, maybe it's here. No, that's all my white inks. My Lord have mercy. I don't know. If I was my own girlfriend, I'd probably wring my neck. Yeah, that's going to take a few stamping and then maybe not pressing so hard. Give that a second to dry and then I'll do another coat. The water dip may need a ladybug. True. Very true. Or who knows? This is working okay. I just need to remember not to press so dang hard. Okay, rag. I wanted gold, but I don't know what I did with my golds. All of my metallics, they're somewhere all together, hiding and laughing at me. Okay, remind me not to press so hard. Like 2 seconds after I tell myself that. Well, I need to press a little bit harder. Okay. This was Celestial Copper. Okay, remember I have her masked off. I don't see my tweezers. There. Okay, thinking of what I want to do next, if I want to do anything more other than maybe a sentiment. I don't have any room on my big ink rack display. It's seriously over full. Like massively over full. So I put them someplace else. And I thought they were in that box, but they're not. So there's that. Okay. Got that water spot there. I don't love that. I don't have a ladybug, but I do have other things. So I need a sentiment. And there's no way I'm going to be able to heat emboss on this without getting embossing powder everywhere. I forgot to try this stuff. And that's what I wanted to do. So let me see how this works. And I'm going to use a silicone brush because I have no idea if this will wreck my brushes or not. I have no idea how old it is. I've never used it before. But it's supposed to be kind of a resist. So let's put it over this cloud. And we'll see what happens. It's just paper, right? Need be, I can just throw it away and start a new one. Not tonight, but yeah. One of these days, I will get sleep. I don't know exactly what I have to do. I probably need sleeping medication, and I'm just not willing to take it. I don't want something that's going to make me feel groggy the next day. So this stuff doesn't peel off, so it's not like that Peebo stuff, which I have some of that around here somewhere. But the problem is it's made of latex, and I'm allergic to latex, so I'm scared of it. Silly, huh? So the stamp set, gosh, the name of it's in the other room because it's new from Love from Lizzie. But if you go to and click my link in one of my other Love from Lizzie videos, like my unboxing, it'll take you to the new release for June. And then you'll find out what it is. And I'll try and remember to list it down below. I don't know any idea how long this might take to dry. I did take out these things. And these are a Pico Embellisher. And this is a gold color. So I'm wondering. And it has like one of these pointy things. I'm just going to put a little bit out right here and see if I can Put some in the middle of my stars. Just to kind of give them a little bit more gold. I've got a copper color too. Don't want to do that one because it has that resist stuff on it. Don't know how long it takes to dry. I don't know much about the product at all. I got sent a lot of product from Imagine, and I got to pick them out, but I didn't have any idea what I was picking out because a lot of these are products I've never used before. Let's do the little moon, but this will make a nice little thin line though, I can tell you that. Isn't it adorable? I fell in love with it. It's not part of the Crystal Slipper kit. It's just part of the release. So she sent us the whole release. Okay, how do I get this back in here? I have to be able to see first. It doesn't want to go. What is your major malfunction, you? Could it have dried up in the tip that quickly? Or am I just completely lame? I don't really want to force it. Just doesn't want to go. Here it comes. There we go. Now, is this stuff dry? Yeah, it's dry. So if I get some ink on there, and I'm going to purposely get ink on there, friends. Hold your breath. I'm looking for a small, okay. Will it wipe off? Well, kind of. Imagine if I used a little water. Yeah, it wiped off. It did kind of stain it green a little bit, which gives me an idea. Where is my high tide? Let's see what happens. Let's see if this stains enough to just give it a tint. This is the matte finish. I also have a glossy finish and I have an antique finish. Okay. Okay. So it reminds me very much of the Tim Holtz Resist Spray. So that didn't stain it. The green tried to, but it didn't really work out that well as far as staining it goes. So I definitely don't want a sentiment there. I definitely do need some more black to cover that. You know what? Let's use a Posca pen for that. Let's get my new ones out since we're using new products. They're not Posca, they're Ohuhu. But there's a black one in here. Thank you, Irma. It was fun playing. I was just playing around anyway, so I like playing around. Okay, this is working out even better than the Cricut pen because I can have an even smaller tip if I use the right, hold my mouth just right. I think next time I do this little girl, though, I'm going to make her rainbow. I'm going to make her hair rainbow. And I can see myself using this a lot. Any other spots I need to fix here? Not really. And I don't have any idea if that Pico Embellisher is dry or not, because if I touch it and it's not dry, I'm gonna have a problem. Okay, let's get some I'm kind of not into putting a sentiment on here. You guys know I'm not a big fan, but look, you are my rainbow unicorn. Believe you can. Love is magic. Make a wish. I love these. This is probably going to be a favorite. You are awesome. We're going to do that. We're going to do that. Well, I got to kind of stick within that rule of thirds, so I don't like it over there. If I put that there, then I'm going to need to, yeah, I think I will put it there. Okay. You can stamp if you want to. You can find your stamp positioner. Oh, sure it is. Yeah, the link from my unboxing, my last unboxing. Yes, ma'am. I love her products. I really do. Um, so I'm just saying that right now because later on I have an announcement. Not today. Okay. What do I dare do here? Okay, you will stay where I put you. It's kind of damp down here. That's why I don't want to heat emboss it at all. Let's do white. Let's see, whose white do I want to use? I think I'm going to use, and I hate using this on camera because I know you guys can't get it unless I got these on eBay, which is these color hues from Maker Forte. Bye, TJ. Oh, yeah, good night. Thank you. I love Simon Hurley's new ink pads. Irma, I do. I love the new colors. I love the sponginess. Okay, that's not even going to show up at all. Now, if you don't use these, they dry up on you, and it looks like that's not going to work. So let's just show Irma how much I do love these. Let's go with 100% juice. Clean that off. Here's one of the new colors, if you haven't seen them already. It's not going to show up super good here because I've already got purple on here, but I'll do it a few times. Get it as dark as I possibly can. So that's all the way dark, friends. All the way dark. We're getting dark here. Let's get a little water. I'm going to trim this down. That over there. I have to clean all this up before tomorrow morning too, friends. Let's see. I mean, these are dry adjacent. They're not quite dry. So I'm just going to not press too hard on them. You want to be that way? Be that way. I'm going 3 3/4. So I'm cutting off a lot of this grasser. Kind of trash the edge right there. Fix it. Cutting wet paper is never a smart thing to do. Okay. So I want that on a card base. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, no. I'm looking for a side folding. That'll work. And I'm going to put it on purple. You know what? If I'm going to put it on purple, guess what I'm going to do? I don't think I've used this to edge anything yet. I might have. I don't know. I've done several videos with these before they even were released. They were videos that wouldn't release until after the release, so I felt like it was okay. And then I'll come in with the 4 at the bottom. That'll just kind of give it a finished feel, even where it's messed up right there. Okay. I didn't put any splatters on there. I'm going to put some embellishments, though. That's the last thing I'm going to do. Okay. Somebody point out where my tweezers are. I'm going to use PVA glue to stick it down. Thank you, Dawn. I'm not 100% love it, but I like it. I sort of wish I'd done something different with the dress. But it is what it is. That's just how we roll sometimes. And I wish that these were gold. I mean, they're partly gold, but, you know, more stamp, so they stood out a little bit more. Let's get some of my beautiful, do I want that color, or let's see, what else do I have? I have this watermelon color. I don't think that's going to work out. Or not watermelon. I don't have any purple of those. Why not? What's wrong with me? Huh. You're right. I can paper piece, and I just might. I'm not going to do anything more or anything special extra with this one here, because I'm going to have to embrace my mistakes sometimes. Like that one right there. And you just don't always have to be 100% happy with your work. If you're not, you know, you either send it out anyway and say, well, this is me and this was me tonight, or you don't. I think I want these coming up this way. That. I think I've used all my small ones. And we'll put some coming up this from here. And these are sparkle spots from Trinity Stamps, in case you wondered. I'm gonna have to get more of this color because it's obviously a favorite because I'm almost out. They have a rough side to them, so I'm trying to grab the rough side because it's a little bit more sparkly than the not rough side, but not that much more. Oh, look how crooked that is on the card base. Oh my gosh. I didn't even see that until whatever, T. Get over yourself. As Tim Holtz would say. Just get over yourself. There. Covered up mistakes. Got a little girl. Got a cloud. Got a weird cloud. Got my little stars that I wanted. Got my stencil. Got my goop that, what is this stuff called? Matte Glaze On. There's a shiny one too, and it does resist. But I don't think I really, if you can see the texture on it, I'm not super thrilled with the texture. I thank you guys for coming to hang out. I hope to see yeah, I can paper piece over the dress. You're right about that. And the hair. I'm not happy with the hair either, so there's that. But that's okay. That's okay. Thank you everybody for coming and hanging out. Hope you can come find Dawn and I tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock Central, for our junk journal series. Hopefully I'll have had more sleep and I won't be so spacey. Don't forget to leave me a thumbs up, or yeah, all the YouTubey things. Take care. See you guys. I'm going to bed. Bye. Thanks everyone. Bye.